Hey, I want to share a little picture with you. There's a thing called the larger market formula, but I drew my own picture because my pictures are pretty dang good, if I do say so myself. So, and what the larger market formula says, this here is it. And I want to encourage you to kind of think about your own business and where inside of there do you begin to engage with clients, begin to add value, and begin to start walking them down your path. I talk to a lot of mortgage bankers, real estate agents that maybe don't want to or are reluctant to use an app or something else. They say, oh no, I just want to have the people call me, which is great. And if we kind of look at this picture, if you start at the top, right, there's hundreds of millions of people out there that could potentially be doing business with you. But a lot of them, NAR recently did a study and like 74% of people still believe they need 15% to buy a house. So there's about 60% way up here, a massive amount on the top that have no idea of options, clues, programs, anything at all. And I know we like to have somebody pick up the phone and call us or fill out our apply now link, but this whole upper bucket there, that whole upper top 60%, well, they have no desire whatsoever to speak with us. So we can kind of just rule out all of them. There's then another 20% of the world that they're kind of aware that they might be in the market to buy a house, but they're surely not ready to go and fill out your apply now link. They don't want to sit down and see a house, and they surely don't want to sign a buyer's agreement. So we can kind of scratch those off because my clients like to call me. Then you've got about 17% down here in the bottom that are in the looking phase. This might be somebody that's filled out a lead at a lending tree, something like that. They're on Zillow. They're actively poking around, and they probably are actually in the market. And this would be somebody that, if they're way up here high in the market, probably not ready to pick up the phone and just reach out and call you, and because they know when we call, we're going to get sold. So, right, so that gets down to here. And then there probably is a small segment down here at the bottom that they are indeed ready to call. And my question that I would pose back to you when you say, none of my clients go to a website, or none of my clients go to, some app first. My clients just like to call me. Here's what I would tell you. Did you ever think that one of these 200 million people at the top that didn't call you because did they ever reach out to say, hey, you know what? I would have probably done a loan with you, but you were only asking me to apply. So I ignored your stuff. You never hear about the shadow business, the business that never reaches out to you, that maybe saw your stuff one time. It was, you had one shot at their eyeballs. They saw your stuff. And then guess what happened? They moved away because they were not in the position yet to be ready where you can take in their business. So if the only way and the only mechanism for somebody to get to you is that they have to call your cell phone, that's fine. Just understand that you're giving up most of the world is not yet ready to do that. So they're going to find somebody that will meet them at their spot. They might meet them up here, and then they're going to walk them down this path, ultimately leading to a phone call, but they're going to start way up here, and they're going to bring you all the way down the process. So my little tidbit, every one of us has an ideal place for a client to enter into our business. And I'm sure that everybody wants someone to pick up the phone and call. But if you do not have a mechanism to start taking care of clients higher up in the funnel, it's okay. Just understand that there are people out there that have very good mechanisms to walk these clients down. The Zillows of the world, they're going to walk them from no clue all the way to calling you. The only thing is that when they are calling you, they're going to be calling you with a Zillow referral on the other end, and you're going to pay Zillow 35% of your commission, or a Zillow banker on the other end. So choose wisely where you decide to allow clients to begin to interact with you, and where inside of that process do you start to add value. A little bit longer video here. Who knows? Maybe you like it. Maybe you don't. Love your feedback.